Ooh, so I don't know how much of our audience is familiar with The Bachelor and Bachelorette, but Chris Harrison has taken a leave from his position after he did an interview with a former Bachelorette who happens to be a BIPOC woman named Rachel Lindsay and defended a former contestant who in 2018 took part in a Southern plantation antebellum themed sorority formal. He was like, oh, we can't really play in the whole white dude devil's advocate role, but it really caused a lot of alarm. And now, of course, you have people coming out saying, well, now he's being canceled and this is ridiculous. But, these are very kind of upholding these racist norms and saying, she did this a couple of years ago. It's not that big a deal. When it really is, idolizing the period right before the Civil War in the U.S. South is actually a really big deal. And she herself has even, apologized for that. It took him a few days to come out and apologize for it. But Rachel Lindsay, who's the BIPOC woman who held the interview, was absolutely appalled, but she handled herself so. She's a lawyer. She's absolutely brilliant and stunning. But she handled herself so well. It was so composed through the entire thing. I was like, oh, wow, you are an impressive woman, because that had to be difficult to sit through.
So Malcontents, I'm going to let you know something. And Jennifer doesn't know this. This is the first time she's hearing this. On our website, we have Google Analytics. And Google Analytics tracks Jennifer, this will make sense in a second. Tracks scary levels of stuff on people that come to the website, including things like cohort groups on what things interest our audience beyond politics and social action. And you know what the number one thing is, Jennifer? She is hearing this for the first time.
What?
Like celebrity news and crap like this. So you're right on message to our audience. I got to tell you, which is why I've never been, why are you doing this? So I'm going to take liberty to take a few more seconds with this, because I could get really judgy about The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. I have no opinion because I haven't watched the show in years and years and years, but I have confessed to watching trash TV, and I cannot get enough of 90 Days Fiancé. And the last thing I'll say, going to the plantation thing, dressing up like that, gross. Defending it, super gross. And I'll leave it at that. Malcontent, poll. Admins, go ahead and drop that poll up there. They'll have the link for that. You can also, it's through our news site. Yeah, you can send us news tips at malcontentment.com. If you have news tips, people send us tips and we respond to them. Our website is malcontentnews.com. We do have that poll link hidden, so to speak, because we just don't want people stumbling in after the show and going, what the heck is this? And how come nobody's listening to